my school photo, it's like 3 of us. Like my class pic, it's like 3 of us left. Since like 2009, I've lost like 50 people to murder. And I literally run here.
I'm the baby of 19. My biological mother left us. My father and my stepmother raised us. It was like about 9. He was telling me, well, you know, Martha, not your biological mother. My biological mother was trying to get us. And she found out that I was getting money from my dad and this and other, and she can get some child support from him. So when I turned 10, she came and got me. She took me away from my father and my brothers, and she wouldn't let me see them.
My brother was going to work, and he had a daughter on the way that she never met her dad because he died before she was actually born, and I just held a grudge. So towards God.
By me being a little bit big for my age, they used to try to mess with me. They want to play with me, and you know, they come in the bathroom while I'm taking a shower. I tell her about it. She didn't say nothing. And when I was 10 and a half, I went and got kicked in to get out the house, to have some protection. So one of them tried to molest me. I told my mom, she whooped my ass. So I went and told the fellas, and we caught him and beat his ass. Then from then on, that was my family, and became Sergeant at Arms. Wow, we was robbing truck drivers, getting money, going to buy this, going to buy that, getting money. Wound up shooting my first man at 11. Had so much hatred and animosity in me that it was easy for me to hurt people.
Didn't have nobody to come genuinely up to me and say, man, look, it's okay, man, let it out. What are you doing? Is that watery eyes? Shouldn't be watery eyes, should be puddles. Let it out. If I had somebody to tell me let it out, I would let it out early. It wouldn't have been no grudge held on my chest. I didn't have nobody say let it out.
There's been days that I've been wanting to give up and go back to the street just to make some money because I'm tired of sleeping on people's couches. You know, his mom, you know, I sleep on the floor, they sleep in the room. And I'm just about tired of that. And I'm just saying, well, God, I done changed my life. Why the hell I can't get no help? If something happened, she can't get our son. DCFS won't let her, but they won't help me do nothing. But the power of fathers, man, they helping me do everything. They keeping me focused. They keeping me in my son's life. They keep us at these tables talking and being men.
All them years I done did GED, culinary arts certificate, business management, 100+ book club, 2,000 novels. I ain't counting novels, and that still didn't give me I still was liable to come home and jump right back out there into the streets. It wasn't until I was able to vent.
Probably for about the first 2-3 years of my oldest child life, I wasn't there. I could honestly say I wasn't there. I wasn't being a father. Being in this group, it made me realize that I was wrong, and you know, I was wrong for what I was doing. I'm like I say, I bottled it up. Like, it made me feel like I was wrong. You know, I was like, why would I neglect my own? You know, that's mine. Like, I beat myself up for so long for that. Then, man, these guys helped me figure it out. Like, you can't beat yourself up for that. You know, we all make bad choices, we make bad mistakes. You know, but it's how you grow from your mistakes.
They're the reason I'm living. They're the reason I live in a new life. They're the reason I can have shoes for 2 years, you know, as opposed to I needed every pair of mics.
My whole world is about my kids now. I won't even attempt to do anything stupid or foolish like I would have done when I was a teenager.
I'm jump through hoops, I'm gonna behave, I ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna go to school, give me a better job, and then we'll get an apartment.
It's a second chance and hope to know that it's not too late to turn it around, or I could do this or that, and I have I have boys that's looking up to me, and I don't want them to go down the same path that I did when I was younger.
I gotta live for him now, so I can't, it's not like I'm just out here, so I gotta focus on this child that I just brought into the world. I can't focus on just myself. And most of these people not out here thinking like that. It's just selfish. It's too much selfishness.
I learned different ways of like connecting with my kids.
You know, they taught me a lot.
You gotta grill some of their friends once they get that age. What you into, little boy? What, you know what I mean? Like, you're not finna put my son in that.
Listening to certain fathers on how they had experiencing the same thing that I'm going through.
You feel like you're providing, you're doing your things, but now you got this other department where you gotta be home more. So you're like, which one is it? Is it providing, being home, or there's this sweet spot in the middle?
Patience is the biggest one. That's the biggest thing that I probably got to learn from this group, is having patience with my girl or just my kids in general.
They talk to them a certain way. They don't holler at them. They don't cuss at them, you know, when they get upset.
At first it was what I say goes, you feel me?
A strict father, like, you know, I wouldn't allow my kids to do certain things or whatnot.
And then some of the other guys, like, man, when they get older, you can't just keep doing that, because in a certain time, they're gonna do it regardless. It made me take another approach.
So I would try to, you know, talk to them the same way that they talk to me, you know, not try to yell or, you know, show so much discipline. I just try to talk to him as a young man.
Well, I give him a choice. I make him feel more like a man instead of just treating him like a kid all the time.
I learned that kids, they basically, when you talk to them, they understand right and wrong, and they are more comfortable when you explain to them what they're doing wrong and explain to them how to do the right thing.
For a while, I was feeling like I was the only one going through some crazy stuff. But then when we get to tipping and I hear the other brothers and what they going through, you know, then I'll be like, man, my shit ain't so bad.
You know, they were talking about some things that were very emotional at first. You know, the first couple of meetings I went to, they were very revealing about things that I would, you know, have been carrying in my past.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be able to take constructive criticism too. So I'm gonna be open, I'm gonna be honest on me and be able to take. And I feel like once you go in like that, you get the fruit of it.
You get to see all walks of people, and sometimes you don't know where it come from, because when you look at people, you think they're a certain way. And when they expose themselves in the meetings, they could be the worst gangbanger when they're out there. But in here, they be crying like babies and saying their problems and sharing their emotions.
It's a different type of guys, because basically it's all positivity. Like it's basically everybody trying to do good.
What that made them mad, what that made them happy, what they going through. The whole key to tipping is to listen, analyze, and help make solutions.
Just imagine that you're sitting in a panel discussion, but everybody really got something to say, and everybody, what they got to say is a legitimate perspective, because that's their experience as a father.
Even if everybody's advice was off, it helped you. Okay, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that. Now it's down to A, B, and C, you know, anywhere it go.
That means you're gonna be a better father to your child. That means you have a resource now to go to, because you're going through this, and you can get some solutions made.
On the green and the red, write your barriers, and then you'll put them in a bucket and don't put your name on it, so at the end of the series, you can kind of see how your goals and barriers change.
Goals, it is good to be written down and also verbally said in your head or out your mouth a lot. It's like law of attraction, basically.
When I started, my barriers were basically finances and basically employment.
I overcame some of them. Writing down stuff actually do helps. You know what I mean? Like, when I first started up, didn't have a job. You know know what I mean, doing as I got to going. Came up off a job. Didn't have a car at first. Came up off a car. You know what I mean? A better living situation.
Because like I say, before the group, no job. I was hoping that the group would help me get a job, but it didn't help me get a job. It helped me prepare myself to get a job. You know, it didn't help me just get a job. It didn't just say, here go a job, go do this and this job. And now it helped me prepare myself to get out there in the workforce.
You know, my dad was a real barrier, even though I tried to ignore it. When he passed away and any other time, I didn't hurt, I didn't feel anything because we was never that close. But what I felt was, on a constant basis, was I didn't have one there to turn to. I couldn't turn to my father because he was never there for me. So my main thing is always be there for my kids. Always, no matter what.
He's growing nice, man. I give him certain responsibilities, you know what I mean? Certain times to be in the house, but it's a job. It's a nice job, especially when he's around me.
My son, it feel good to help him with his homework, and he see me doing mine. I thought having a whole lot of money would help me be a better father, but seeing my son engage in looking out the window, or days he might say, Dad, I want to go on the red line. Dad, I want to go on the ride the pink line. Dad, I want to ride, you know, that excites me.
They're my motivation. My son who has sickle cell, we just left the hospital with him yesterday. And just how he goes about it is just so awesome to me. He's a superhero, okay? And the villain slipped a serum into his DNA. This is his story. And so he's like a Deadpool, you know. It's his superhero blood fighting versus the sickle blood. And so how he views it is, we can conquer this.
They obedient, they honest students, they go to bed at 8:30 at night, they just good kids.
A 7-year-old and a toddler, not even a toddler, can fight. Really fight and be optimistic about their life. I feel like we have no room to complain.
I get a kick out of it. We have all our doctor's appointments at the University of Illinois. And when we was down there waiting in the waiting room, they had a chess game. I taught my son how to play chess, sitting right there. And he picked it up and he learned it. And now he wants to play all the time. And he almost beat me the other day. So he's getting better at it. And we only played 3 times. So kids are a sponge. And what you put in them usually come up out of them.
He got a whole track set with the little cabooses, and I hear him playing with his cars. He's got a good imagination. He know he's safe. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing. He know when wherever we go, he gonna be safe. Daddy gonna take care of him.